friends. Welcome back to another episode of Two Idiot Girls. Woo! How you doing?
Good. Just good. Yeah. I don't know. I'm feeling irritated today. I feel really irritated. Like everything's going to irritate me.
Okay. Are you PMSing?
I wish that wasn't the case. No.
I'm PMSing so bad that just hearing certain songs makes me burst into tears in my car, and it's pretty bad.
I wish that was the case. Like I have sadness too, but that comes later.
Mm-hmm.
Irritability is prevalent in my PMSing, but I think it's a little too early for me to be PMSing right now. I think. Sorry, team. Billy just called me. Why I'm feeling irritated? Who knows? Could be hormones, but also Billy has a habit of touching my things and not putting them back where they belong. And as a Virgo with photographic memory, I know where all of my things are at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what irritated me before we started recording. But that's not necessarily his fault. It's just, it's one of those things where it's like, if I touch it, I know I'm going to be able to find it. You know what I mean? Something about that enrages me when like my things aren't where I meticulously put them.
Well, he also forgets where he puts things, so.
Oh yeah, he loses things all the time,
yeah.
and I'd be lying to you, team, if I said it didn't cause an argument or two.
Yeah.
And it's because I never lose my things.
No, I know, but he always does.
Like,
so that's what I'm saying.
He always loses his things, and he's always so unbothered by it, which I honestly admire.
Yeah.
I wish I had that. I don't envy the like misplacing of things, but I do envy the like, well, that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
I wish. Anywho, what else is new?
I did finish Exo Kitty.
Did you see all the TikToks I've been sending you about people watching it?
Yeah, and that's not even like the most embarrassing scene.
No,
in that
I
whole
know,
show.
but I love watching them react. Like I saw the first one I sent you was when she does that like cheer thing in the mic.
All the ones I've seen have been of that exact part.
I know, but the first one I sent you was someone just closing their laptop.
Yeah.
And then the second one was like her making her man watch it, and then he had to pause it because he wanted to laugh so bad because he was like so cringed.
That character, she does stuff like that all the time.
I know, and all of the comments on every video I've seen have been like, this is one of the worst shows ever, but I truly need to watch it.
Yeah.
Like I just love it so much.
Like that specific scene, because you're not going to watch it, right?
Exo Kitty?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so that specific scene where she's doing that, I've got spirit, how about you? Or
so
whatever.
does she live in Korea in that?
Yeah, okay, so
Okay.
I'll spill all the tea. So this is like spoiler alert for people. So
Okay.
Exo Kitty is a spinoff of To All the Boys I've Loved Before, so it's based off the youngest sister, Kitty, who sends all of Laura Jean's letters
Which I knew.
in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how their mom died
Yeah.
before the movies start? So in the shows that they decided to do with her, she goes and applies to this like Korean like boarding school
Yeah.
in Korea, and then that's where her mom went. So she goes to like feel closer to her mom because I think her mom died when she was super young, so she didn't really get to know her. So Kitty, and she also I think in one of To All the Boys I Loved Before, it had to have been like the second or third one, probably the third one, they go to Korea. And so this is how it kind of reminds me of like,
are these also books or no?
No, just To All the Boys I Loved Before.
Okay.
So it's kind of like Cobra Kai, where like they made the Karate Kid and they built this whole universe around
That's
it.
cool.
So
I love that.
when they went to Korea, Kitty met a guy there named Dae, and then they start this long distance relationship. And then she finds out that he goes to that boarding school that her mom went to when she was younger. So then she applies, gets in, and she surprises him there. And then when she gets there, she finds out that he's dating the most popular girl in school, and so she's embarrassed. But then you find out
So he's been cheating?
No, it's a fake relationship because of course it is. Because the main girl, get this, is a lesbian.
Whoa.
And her name's Yuri, and she's so pretty. And so anyway, so Kitty moves there, and then she has like a weird roommate. This is all in season 1. And so then she starts staying in Dae's room with his 2 other guy roommates. They kind of make her like a pick-me, which I don't like. She doesn't act like one. Like I hate girls in their drama, but she is always surrounded by men, and I don't like that. I wish they had more scenes of her being like with her girlfriends.
Yeah.
So I
Sisterhood.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so like one of the roommates is named Mino, and then the other one is Q, and he's like half Filipino, half something. But he's gay.
Gotcha.
And then Mino at the end of season 1, because I don't remember really what happened in season 1 other than her and Dae like kind of make up, because he explains to her it's like a fake relationship, but you can't tell anyone, because I think that Yuri's mom, the girl that he's dating, works at the school or something. I forget.
Okay.
So anyways, so at the end of season 1, her and Day end up like breaking up, I'm pretty sure. And then she realizes that she's in love with Yuri. So she finds out she's bisexual at the end of season 1. And then when she's flying back home because she gets kicked out of school, because this bitch is so fucking messy. That's why I like Kitty. If I could strangle a character.
No, I literally saw a comment where someone was like, I have never hated a character.
I have never yelled at a girl like this before.
Like, I've never hated a character more than I do. But also, I'm like rooting for her. It's very confusing.
So season 1, I wanted to fucking kill her the whole time. But season 2, I'm like, oh, I love her. Like, I can't. Because she considers herself a matchmaker. So she's always trying to matchmake people. And she's just messy and putting her hands in everyone's pies.
Because she did it to her sister.
Yeah.
Which blew up in her face, too. So I'm a little confused.
Technically, yeah. So then she...
It did for a while.
So at the end of season 1, she realizes she's in love with Yuri. And she goes, what the heck? I'm bisexual. Then she gets kicked out of boarding school. I forget what she does. And then she's on her plane back home. And Mino, his dad is like the Kris Jenner of Korea. That's what they call him.
Okay.
So he's super rich and bougie. He's very handsome. And he like always talks about his skincare and shit like that, like around her. And like
this is Mino or his dad?
No, Mino. I'm telling you that Mino's dad, because Mino's dad's in season 2.
Okay, so Mino's dad is Kris Jenner.
Yes.
But Mino is just a good looking man.
Yeah, but like his dad is like a whore, so he has like a bunch of half siblings, and a bunch of them are like Korean pop stars.
Okay.
So anyway, so Mino like has always like talked down to Kitty and been mean to her all of season 1.
Enemies to lovers.
Yeah,
Love it.
and then when she's flying home, he buys 2 tickets on the same airplane, one in first class and then one in coach, because he was like, because this is gross. And he sits in coach with her and he tells her that he loves her, and then the show ends and you're like, oh my god, I have to watch season 2. So then you watch season 2.
What about the girl?
Well, she didn't get to tell her, express her feelings to her because she got kicked out of school. So she had to go home.
So she just got over Day? Like she was just like, all right.
From what I remember, yeah. And so then she goes home, and then season 2, Yuri's mom ends up like campaigning to let them bring back Kitty. I don't remember how or why. I just finished it. Don't remember.
Okay.
So season 2 is her back at school. She also helped Yuri come out to her mom.
Okay.
And got like Yuri's girlfriend, who's a black girl named Juliana, to transfer back to their school. So a lot of the kids that go there are like army brats, or they have like parents that are in the CIA or things like that.
Yeah.
That are
like Brittany.
Yeah, they're all like American. Yeah,
Brittany went to school in Korea.
She did.
Too.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's, and then season 2 is just like 1,000. I feel like 1,000 times messier. And somehow Kitty saves the day, of course, because of course she does.
Because XO Kitty.
Because XO Kitty. And it's crazy because I've always said that, XO Kitty.
Because at the end of the day, XO Kitty.
I'm just going to tell you what happens at the end, because I cried at the end of season 2.
Gotcha.
So throughout season 2, she finds out that her mom had like, I think she found this out at the end of season 1, I forget. But I think her mom and Yuri's mom both went to that school at the same time.
Okay.
So then she like bonds with Yuri over that. Like, hey, like ask your mom questions about my mom, because she's trying to learn more about her mom. And so then I think she finds like a letter or something that mentions a guy named Simon. And so then Kitty throughout season 2 is trying to figure out who Simon is. And so then they have this like time capsule.
Like from her mom?
Yeah, like her mom talked about it. So she's like, oh, my mom had a secret boyfriend. And so she tries to bring it up to her grandma on the phone, like her mom's mom. And her grandma literally hangs up on her. She's like, don't ever bring that name up to me ever again. And then so they're like, oh my gosh, like this is like a lover the mom like wasn't allowed to be with or something.
Okay.
So you end up finding out that Simon is actually her mom's first cousin, because her grandma, right?
Okay.
So Kitty's grandma.
Okay.
Kitty's grandma has a sister, and the sister ratted her out like to their parents because she was dating, I think, an American guy. I forget, like
the grandma.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was dating a guy, and the parents were like, we don't approve of this, and they disowned her. And so Kitty's grandma has always hated her sister for years.
And then Simon is her son.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then when the mom goes to school there, she meets Simon, and she meets this whole side of her family that she didn't know existed her entire life.
Because her mom was angry.
Yeah, because her mom moved to America and whatever.
Okay.
So then Kitty is trying to reunite the grandmas to like, because she's a matchmaker.
Man, she's busy.
I know. She's going to school full time.
I was gonna say.
And I will say this: her hair was laid every episode.
And she has 3 boyfriends and a girlfriend apparently. So
2 girlfriends.
What?
I know. It gets messy. Anyway, so So the end of season 2 is her grandma finally deciding to come back to Korea. She hadn't been back there in like a billion years. And she comes with the oldest sister, Margot. That's what makes me laugh, that like they were like, can we please have Lara Jean come back? And she goes, my budget is worth more than this entire show times 10, so no.
Yeah.
So they've only got Peter.
So they invented another sister.
No, I was saying that like, no, Margot was in the first
or another.
one.
Yeah.
It's
no,
Mona.
You're right,
It's Mona from Pretty Little Liars.
Yes.
So that sister comes with the grandma, and then at the end of season 2, you watch them like reunite the grandmas together, and then she meets one of her other cousins, because I guess like, her mom's cousin, like the son, he died, so like Kitty never got to meet him. So then, but she's meeting his daughter. So then like,
and no romance.
No, there's plenty of romance. I'm just telling you the part that made me cry.
Oh, okay.
So the grandmas are crying, and then they made like a little altar for her mom, because her mom passed away.
Yeah.
It was really cute. So that made me cry.
Love that.
And then something else happened, and I don't remember, but
So the part at the football game or whatever the fuck.
Oh, okay. So that part was because
Probably not a football game, but
no, it was a track meet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So her friend Q, that's the gay one that
Yes.
lives with the boys. So he has an enemy on the track team that like always talks shit to him. And then there's this part where they go to a gay club, and that guy's there, and then Q's like, "What the fuck? You're gay?" He goes, "Yeah." And then they're like they're like being hot around each other all night. It's really funny.
Okay.
And then they sleep with each other. Well, it's assumed that they sleep together. And then when Q wakes up, that guy he slept with turned off all of his alarms so he would be late to their track meet to compete to see who gets to go to regionals. So then
that's bed with the enemy.
I know. And so that's Kitty like stalling. So then Q has enough time to get to the track meet, so then it can start on time with him.
Man. And who's the guy that they show? Is that Mino?
There's
There's like a guy that's watching her, and he looks like,
is he tall?
yeah.
That's Mino. Yeah.
He looks like he would be like beloved, like in like a Korean drama.
No,
or something.
when he's literally.
I feel like they all look like that.
No, 1,000%. Like there's a talent show in this season, and Day is really good at singing. There's this scene.
Wait, so does Day still like her, or like is he just
like
kind of
does but doesn't? Like I forgot I think it was at the end of season 1 or maybe in season 2. I don't remember. He gets really mad at Mino because he's like, I thought you had a crush on her. Oh, he does this in season 1, and Mino goes, I don't even like her. Then Mino professes his love to Kitty at the end of season 1,
and she's cool with it, or
no? She was just like, oh, but the end of season 2, her and Mino are very close.
no wonder everyone's like, hey, fuck this show. But then they're also like,
in season 2, she becomes really close with this girl named Pravina. And so then,
what are you talking
but
about?
then Pravina finds out that Kitty likes Yuri, because Kitty's still in love with Yuri, but Yuri didn't know. And then Yuri's girlfriend gets mad, obviously, because like, what are you doing? You're dating me, not Kitty. You know?
Does Yuri like Kitty?
Okay, team, we're going to take a quick little break, and this is with our friends at Hugs. So Hugs' mission is to be part of the solution to normalize mental wellness. Each Hugs represents a loving, warm embrace to yourself or to a loved one. That's why every little detail matters to us. We make sure each Hugs is the softest, perfectly balanced, and best companion for those extra hard days. We believe that this is bigger than us, so every month we donate proceeds to a mental health organization to continue to normalize the space. Never forget what a warm Hugs can do for you or a loved one. So Hugs are these cutie little stuffed animals they work similar to like a weighted blanket. So this can activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which can help soothe, comfort, and relax you. So you can heat up your Hugs in the microwave, which is great for cramps and further relaxation. Or you can cool your Hugs in the freezer, great for panic attacks and fevers. Inside the Hugs are non-toxic glass beads, and Hugs donates 10% of all proceeds of our Hugs of the month to mental wellness charities. So these are weighted plushies that can be heated or cooled. They create an image of coziness, warmth, and self-love, and we are here to include a limited time discount code to incentivize purchase. So sometimes the best self-care is something that's both practical and irresistibly adorable. That's where Give Hugs weighted plushies come in. They're not just cute, they're the ultimate cozy companion, perfect for relieving stress, soothing cramps, or just helping you relax after a long day. Whether you're treating yourself or looking for a thoughtful gift for someone, these heatable, coolable plushies are a hug you can hold on to. Check out givehugs.co, that's C-O, and use code 2idiotgirls for 20% off your first order. Trust me, you'll want one for you and one to share. I personally have one. I have the little cow. His name is Milkshake. I sleep with him every single night. They're so soft and squishy, and they're like the best thing to hold, and it feels like a weighted blanket, but not where you feel like you're suffocating. It's like in a nice, really relaxing, soothing way, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm probably gonna take it on trips. It's going everywhere. I love that little guy. Yeah, so make sure you guys get your Hugs. You're gonna love them. Now back to the episode. Yeah, she kisses her, and then Mino walks in, and then she's like, you can't tell anyone, and then they end up telling everyone anyways, like 2 days later. and then then Yuri and her girlfriend Juliana break up, and then the whole rest of the season Yuri.
Damn, she cheats with her.
Yeah, they make out or kiss, and then the rest of the season Yuri's like trying to like gain like Juliana's trust back and get back with her, and Juliana's like, no, I don't want to. And then at the end, like Yuri thinks they're gonna get back together, and then she sees Juliana and Pravina get together, which is super messy. Then Yuri's kind of
good for them.
Yeah, then Yuri's kind of
like, you two want to cheat? Good for
I
them.
don't know what to do. And then at
you
the
guys
end,
don't deserve them. Good for them.
and then at the end, Kitty almost kisses Mino. I thought they were gonna kiss, but they didn't. And
well, damn, this bitch is laying pipe like no other.
She's just the most magnetic person at kiss.
Yeah, based off that fucking clip I saw, I can tell why everyone likes her.
But anyways, yeah. How long did I talk about that? 4 billion hours. You guys should watch it. It's really good. It's so fanfiction-y. I was just talking about this on our Discord.
I love a fanfiction show.
This show is so fanfiction-y.
Is it like The Kissing Booth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like her roommate's a freak, and so she asks her friends, "Can I stay with you guys?" And she just lives in a dorm with 3 boys.
Yeah, that's very
Do you know what I mean?
Here are your new owners, and it's One Direction.
Who do you
think gave you the teeth?
Exactly. That's Kitty's life.
Damn.
No.
What a fun show to be in, though.
No, I know.
I would love. I'm too old, but I would love to be in like a show like that where it's like it's real cringe, like Summer Turned Pretty.
Yeah.
Ugh,
I mean,
guys,
that show's better. But
you're right. I cannot wait
for
season 3 to come out.
Me too.
I cannot wait.
The fact that there's more seasons of that out than there is Exo Kitty is crazy to me, because Exo Kitty came out first.
Are there?
Yeah, there's gonna be a 3rd one. So Exo Kitty only just put out 2. So this year they're gonna put out 3 for the Summer Turned Pretty.
Right. Well, you can't rush perfection.
No, you can't.
With the Summer Turned Pretty, you can't rush perfection. You know. But I feel like when you're describing it to me, it feels very similar to the Summer Turned Pretty, where it's like there are certain points where you're like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch.
Yeah.
If you don't get it together.
She's like, we should throw one final summer bash at the house.
And then you rewind that part where he catches her a million times.
Well, yeah.
Like
him saying, you don't have to embarrass yourself to get my attention or hurt yourself to get my attention. And I was like, and I'm locked in. Watch it one more time. The fact that I felt so censored because I couldn't post about it publicly because of the strike.
That's how I feel when people haven't
they muzzled me. I couldn't be honest about
when my reading club doesn't finish the books, I feel muzzled too.
Yeah,
I feel stifled.
I couldn't speak about my love for Jeremiah and Belly. Okay. No, for sure.
Well, damn. Did you enjoy it?
Exo Kitty?
Yeah.
Of course.
Period.
I had to post about it. And then I asked everyone in the Discord, should I start Arcane next? So that might be next. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people like Arcane.
I don't fuck with cartoons like
Me
that
either.
Team. So if I get halfway through, because I know all the gay stuff happens in season 2. If I get halfway,
what in Arcane?
Yeah.
Are you watching cartoons? Fuck.
No, I think it's like insinuate. Like you watch them like make out this tension. That's what I'm assuming.
YA.
I mean, my brother, he watches so many cartoons, and he'll be like, "Have you ever watched is it She-Ra? Is that a spinoff from like He-Man or whatever?" I don't know. He was like, "You should
Your
watch."
guess is as good as
He's
mine.
like, "You should watch it." And he's like describing it to me, and I go, "Why are there lesbians in it?" And then he goes, "Well, yeah." And I go, "Is it good?" He goes,
"To be fair, that's you quite frequently mention that's
I know
a requirement
but then
in
he
your
told me to watch Arcane,
media.
and I go, "I know there's lesbians in it." He goes, "I know, that's what I'm telling you. You should watch it." And I go, "Okay," but I haven't. I'll try it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't really love cartoons either, to be quite honest with you.
Avatar is probably the only cartoon, and I still haven't finished it. I need to, and
even that, like, I don't need the romance parts of it. I want them.
No, it's really the story building.
It's the storyline, and it's the world that it lives in. Like,
even the music is really good.
Oh God, that to this day, still, I've said it many times. So it's still one of my favorite shows of all time. Like the Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's so good from start to finish. It's so good. There wasn't one episode where I was like boring. You know what I mean?
Don't care.
Or I was getting like fucking pissed off. Well, that's not true. There are some that I was like, oh. You know what I mean? But that's just because it's such a good show. But well, I'm glad you enjoyed Exo Kitty. I know a lot of people have said that they like watching it too.
Yeah.
Like it's just like it reminds me a lot of The Summer I Turned Pretty or The Kissing Booth. It's like one of those where you're like, well, obviously I have to keep watching. I need to see what happens.
I have to finish the show. That's how I feel about it. Yeah. No, 100%.
Well, that's how I felt about my books that I was like rambling about. on my stories
You
the other
guys,
day.
when I look at the YouTube comments,
We got so many recs. I love
there's
them.
like a billion, and team, I'm not gonna write them all down. I won't lie to you, but if I need a book, I'll come.
No, but you'll scroll. I've written a few of them down, but there are quite a few in there that have lesbian and fantasy.
No, I'm not even talking about the lesbian ones, but I'm just saying there's so many fucking books in here. It's
no,
crazy.
I'm grateful.
I'm fired
for it.
up. Yeah,
please keep sending them to me. What I was gonna say is the series that I'm reading now, because I'm just venturing on my own. You bitches are taking too long. I am venturing out on my own. Tevi told me, she texted me and said, before you start a new one, can you tell me? Because I got a Kindle and I really want to start reading more. Because I told her, me having used my Kindle so much in the last like 3 weeks, has helped me tremendously with not panicking to the point of crumbling because of the state of the world.
sure.
So getting to read a lot has been keeping me off my phone, which is a good thing. But she was like, it's been in a box for a few weeks, but I think I need to crack her open and start reading. So she said she wanted to read with me, and I'm all, well, do you like the fantasy books? Because you don't have to read with me, like the exact same ones. But I started reading one called From Blood and Ash.
Yeah,
that's the name of the series.
that one's, everyone's saying that one's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, see, when I put it on my stories, I was laughing so hard because people were cracking me up with their responses to it, because it's very polarizing responses to that series. It's very like, yeah, fuck that series. Or there are people being like, I love it, you just got to get through this part, right? Which is what I love about those books. It's truly so subjective.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was talking about was like, you're never going to read these ones. You shouldn't read these ones. I don't think you'll like them. But like, the whole point, the premise is there is a girl, and she is
Don't care.
the chosen, the maiden, whatever. She's like basically a virgin, and she lives in this world where like there are people who believe she's a gift from God, right? Like from the gods, and she's supposed to be given back to the gods in order for them to prosper. So she lives this very sheltered life. She lives in like a castle or whatever. She wears a veil everywhere. No one can see her face ever, blah, blah, blah. And then her guard gets killed because there's an enemy that they always talk about, like the dark one, the dark prince, blah, 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 blah. And they're all Atlantean.
Okay.
That's something important to know. When I think Atlantis, I think sea creatures. And you guessed it, there are sea creatures, I think, in the later series. Anyways, or maybe they're in the prequel. Apparently there's a prequel series and everybody's saying it's way better. Regardless. Someone's trying to kidnap her and take her away. Her guard gets killed and then replaced by, you guessed it, a really handsome, young looking man that looks exactly like Billy. In the description, once again, he looks exactly like him. Which is strange. Anyways. And then they have this like, will they, won't they banter, but she's like really
the what's his face? The garden, the House of the Dragon. That I
yes.
hate. Okay.
Yeah, like that. Like kind of like that, but he likes how like mean she is, and she also she trains in secret. She's like, she's a really good fighter, whatever. People think she's a nun, blah blah blah. Anywho, he like the whole point of the series is he ends up like taking her and he's trying to like bring her somewhere safe, but actually he kidnaps her because he turns out to be the Dark Prince. Yeah, which I predicted like probably halfway through. I was like, I think he's the guy. like I was thinking. And so there's Atlanteans, then she finds out there's vampires, and on top of that, there's wolves, or wolven, that's what they're called, which are just essentially wolves, right? They're werewolves. There are werewolves also, and there's also like other people. There's just so many threads, right? So this is my complaint with this series. There's too much going on.
Yeah, everything you described, I was like, I don't care anymore.
And I like, there's so much fighting in the books, which is fine,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like that's fine. But like, okay, it's like every time they're about to cross a new threshold where they're like, okay, we understand each other, then they're like, a loud boom sounded, and then there's a 30-page fight, right? Which I'm like, okay, that's fine, whatever. My thing is, as I'm reading, it gets more and more insane. So I was like telling people on my stories, it feels like I'm watching Breaking Bad or Sons of Anarchy. You know, when you're watching and then you get to like season 5 or 6 and you're like, okay, well, it can't get any worse than that.
Yeah. It
could never get any worse than that. And then they find a way to make it fucking worse. I was telling Billy, what I don't like is like when it's like none of the threads are closed and then you like introduce 50 more things. And then you're like, okay, now I have to keep track of too many things. Whatever.
Yeah, there's too much going on.
That being said, I am going to finish it. But at least the second one, there's like 6 books. I don't know if I'm going to read past 2. We'll see how the second one ends. I'm almost done with it. But like I was saying in my story, like someone wrote to me that they were like, I truly was so like someone said, I got so overstimulated I had to take a nap when they were reading one. And I was like, that's true. And the part I got to where it literally made, I had to lock my Kindle for a second because I was like, nah, I'm done for today. I was like, it makes me feel stressed the fuck out. Was she gets engaged to this guy, even though she's like, I don't want to be engaged to him, even though she's like in love with him. It's so
I want to have a baby.
Yeah, not me. I don't want to be engaged to him. I want to be my own person. And I'm like, okay, but you're in love. Both of you are in love. Ugh, it's so annoying. Anyways, so then she gets engaged, and then she's talking to another dude who's like he's like an uncle, right, to that guy. And then he's like, yeah, I mean, did he tell you about the joining? And then she's like, the what? And the joining is apparently an Atlantean tradition, right? Where after they get married, because they're supposed to get married, and she's like lying about the marriage at first, like that she really wants to do it, even just to help him. But then, yeah, whatever. The joint after they get married, because he's okay. The dark one, Castile is his name. He's Atlantean, so but he's part vampire, low key, like he has fangs and he can drink blood, but he doesn't solely live off blood. And then his bestie is a wolf, but they're bonded. So like this sounds awful, but that's like his dog, right? like bonded for life. And so that guy will do anything he says. Like if he makes an order, he'll follow it. If one of them dies, the other one dies. Like they're bonded for life, whatever. And they're besties. And so when the uncle's telling her about this joining thing, he's literally he gets embarrassed telling her because he's an old man, right? But then like through piecing it together, it's literally where you like, it's like when you consummate the marriage, like between whatever partners, he joins in, the wolf. So it's an orgy, right? It's a threesome. If he has a partner, right? Whoever his partner is, they also join. And then I was like, I read that part and I was like,
it's too much. I want you to stop talking about it right now.
I was like,
I don't care anymore.
what the fuck? Like,
I don't want to hear about
I
this.
told her, I after I finished.
Has Brittany read these ones?
I don't think so. And I literally, I'm not kidding. I truly was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking? And then at the start of the next, that's at the end of the chapter. And at the start of the next one, she's going, I don't know. I've never really thought about him that way. I've never really looked at him like that. The fucking friend. And I was like, bitch, you can't even make up your mind about the main guy. What do you mean you're thinking about, well, now I have to have a threesome? What are you talking about? Like, that's one of those things where I'm like, okay, it's too much. You guys
You're dragging it.
You're pissing me off.
Yeah.
Okay? You're pissing me off. But that being said, I kept reading. I just passed the part where they got married. No joining so far. No joining. Someone did write to me though. They were like, it gets even worse. Trust me. Like so many people were like, you should cut your losses after book 2 because book 3 and on it's just too confusing. And then someone says she does some real fuck shit in like book 5 or 6 that pissed her off so bad she DNF.
Okay, friends, we're going to take one more quick little break, and this is with our friends at Rocket Money. The start of a new year is the perfect time to get organized, set goals, and prioritize what matters most. For me, a top priority is my financial wellness, which feels more important than ever. Thanks to Rocket Money, my goals feel achievable. They show me all of my subscriptions right in one place and help me easily cancel ones that I forgot I've been paying for. Rocket Money also pulls together all of my spending across all of my different accounts, so I can clearly track my spending habits and see where I can cut back. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. You can see all of your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. For ones you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you. They automatically scan your bills to find opportunities to save, then you can ask them to negotiate for you. They'll deal with customer service so you don't have to. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/2idiotgirls today. That's rocketmoney.com/2idiotgirls. rocketmoney.com/2idiotgirls. Now back to the episode.
So I had lots of people say they DNF'd it. So we'll see. But I'm locked into like part of the lore. Like it had me in the beginning, but then it just got to be too much.
I feel that.
It's going cuckoo bananas all over the place now. And I don't know how I feel about that. Plus I know a lot of people have been telling me to read Fourth Wing because the third one came out on like Tuesday. There's Fourth Wing, and then there's Iron Flame, which is the second one, and then Onyx Storm that just came out on Tuesday this week.
Okay.
Which is the third one. So I might, after I finish this second one, I might pivot to Fourth Wing just so I can catch up. But there was another one I have that I really want to read. So I don't know. Either way, I committed to this one, so I got to see it through. And then we'll see if I keep reading. I don't think I will. But I did put in my story another message. Someone said, me too. I'm about 30% of the way through book 2, like me. And then she's like, I have no idea what's going on. Don't know who's who, but I am having fun. And that's what I put in my story. And I said, these are my vibes for my Kindle. Like, I'm just vibing. I'm just trying to have a good time. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Thank you all for your recommendations. I'm taking them very seriously.
No, there's so many. And then
I have
so
a running
many of
list.
you wrote in there, she should read Throne of Glass.
I just told y'all why I stopped.
I know.
I just told y'all why I stopped.
Maybe they commented it before they listened to that part, but then...
I'm sure. But team, if I can make it back to Throne of Glass, I will. But I told you I am not fucking with the YA. Okay, I'm so sorry. But a lot of people have been asking me if they really want me to read Fourth Wing because they want to hear my thoughts. I've read parts of it. I've like skimmed Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I love the world as far as I know. I'm fucking with the two main characters. However, I talked to Brittany about this. I also hate the miscommunication trope, which is just like they're never actually communicating. And that happens a lot in the book I'm reading now, which is just like I bit my tongue and I didn't want to say what I was feeling. Why? You're about to all die. You might as well. That's how I feel. Like you guys are going to die. Literally tell each other. You guys are going to die. Literally tell each other. But I do know about the twist at the end of Iron Flame. And I think that's, woo.
You already know things?
Yeah, I told you. I read parts of them.
Oh, you better hurry up.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen in 3, but I'll probably read those this weekend. We'll see how it goes. But please continue to send me your recs. I appreciate them. I told y'all, no YA. Don't like it. Sorry.
Okay, that's a great transition into this week's topic where we're doing part 2 of silly questions that you guys sent to us.
Mm-hmm.
So first we're going to do a few from our Patreon.
Yep.
Woo. So this first one's from Marissa. She said, what is the worst poppy flavor you've ever tried?
All of them.
Drew eats all of them. Mine is that that wild berry one is disgusting. I don't like root beer in general, so the root beer one's okay. I just wouldn't pick that one. And then
I love the cranberry one.
The cranberry one's really
that
good.
one's really good.
The cherry lime one's my favorite one for sure.
I don't mind poppy. Poppy, if you see this, please don't be mad at me. I like the cranberry one the most. That one's the best.
I feel that. Okay, this next one is from Genesis, and she said, if you could describe a show that is the essence of squid and tuna, which show would it be? Like Beavis and Butthead?
It would be it would be The Amazing World of Gumball.
That's what I think my cats are, is those two little freaks.
Mine would be those two too. It would be them, or it would be the two possums from Ice Age. I think they had their own show too.
I don't remember.
So it'd be those two from Ice Age. Remember the female mammoth? Remember the female mammoth? She like adopted them. Those are like her brothers.
Yeah,
because she was raised with possums.
Or
those two
are they possums?
Yeah,
they are, huh?
Yeah, those two brother possums.
This next one's from Sam. She said, "What was the first TikTok sound you saved?"
I honestly don't know.
I don't either. I didn't.
Let me look.
I do want to tell you guys something really funny. That obviously the last episode we thought TikTok was going away for real. But I was thinking of when that night Drew was telling me that she almost did that Family Guy trend where people were revealing secrets. Tell them what you were going to tell them.
Oh yeah, I said it in one of my things. Like,
hold on. Okay, I found mine.
Let's hear it.
Oh, I don't know if that's gonna get copyrighted. That was the trend where people were dressed up like ghosts, and then you go to the park and do like
that's right.
Photo shoot of it.
How'd you get to the bottom so fast?
I only have 165 saved. How many do you have? Where do you?
I have 1,000.
Well, that's why.
How am I supposed to get to the bottom?
Well, I'll move on to the next question, and then we'll come back to you.
Wait, hold on. What I was gonna say, I kind of said it already in one of my videos, but I said I was gonna use that Family Guy trend, and I was gonna say
you were gonna reveal
who the stinky guy was.
Yeah,
the one that that's assaulted all of us at one point or another.
With his smell.
With his scent. With his disgusting scent. Okay, I think I got to the bottom. Let's see. Oh, that's embarrassing. My sound's not on. Hold on.
Ayo, really hot boyfriend check.
I never remember saving that one. That's
So
pretty humiliating. I'll be honest.
That one's pretty bad.
This is my second one. Hey.
Me every day in my brain.
Hey, what's going on there?
Wait, you're doing your second one? Let me see. This is my second one. I don't know what that is, team. Sorry. Here's the third one. Cute. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this next one is from M, and she asked, kiss, marry, avoid, joint, Benjamin, and Eddie's.
Joint, Benjamin, Eddie's. Kiss, marry, avoid.
I would kiss edibles, I would marry my Benjamin, and I would avoid a joint.
Yeah, I would avoid a joint. I would kiss my pen, marry edibles.
Okay.
There you go.
This next one's from Sierra. She said, if the other sister became a worm, where would you put her? In my pocket.
In the trash.
I would use that
Just
little
kidding.
plastic thing that you bought me to put my Sunny Angels in on my purse. I would put her in there, and then I would like wear a necklace where it would be attached to me so I could see her all the time.
I'd put you in one of those ones that Adam made that little case, had that case for the powder puff.
Yeah.
I'd put you in one of those. I'd build you a little habitat.
Yeah.
there.
Well, then I would put you on my necklace, and then you could see everything. And we'd
No,
go
I
everywhere
would build
together.
a habitat and I would leave you in the little habitat just in case because you're a worm.
Yeah.
I don't want you getting
okay.
jostled, you know?
This next one's anonymous. She asked, would you ever do a reality TV show like Big Brother or Survivor, for example?
No.
I could see
That's me being 100%
I could
real.
see you doing Traitors.
Maybe.
But even then, I've never watched it, so I'm just assuming. I'm going off vibes.
Yeah, I know. Me either. I've never watched Traitors, so I don't know either. But honestly, no. And this sounds horrible in like a very like stupid sense, like, but I just don't want to be away from my family or my home for that long. Like the thought of doing that makes me want to die.
Yeah,
so.
like I just saw GK Barry. She did
Yeah.
that like outdoor
That
show.
Survivor type show. Yeah.
Is it similar to like that one that JoJo Siwa did where they pretend to be like Navy SEALs?
No,
But
I don't
they live
think
in the
so.
wilderness?
I don't think so. It's like their version of Survivor, but it's like Survivor and also like Big Brother. I don't know. It's like a combination.
It
of
looks
things.
scary.
Yeah, no, and like Fear Factor because there was a lot of like stuff where she had to touch bugs and shit.
Oh yeah.
No, and it's solely because I have zero interest in moving to another place and being there for like 3 months and not being able to talk to anyone that I know or see them or whatever. When I act in movies and TV shows, like that's different because you can like if you have to relocate for like a movie, you can bring your family like with you and they can
Sure.
stay with you wherever. When you do reality TV, you're not allowed to do that because most times you're not allowed to do that because it's supposed to be confidential that you're on the show and like all that shit. Like it's all supposed to be confidential and then they don't want your fucking families there. But like I'm so adverse to the idea of living away from like my partner and my family.
I feel that.
So like it's purely because of that. Like I'm just like I don't have any interest in doing that. Like I almost did The Circle right when I blew up and I didn't end up getting it. And I think it's because during the psych eval they asked me what's your worst fear about being on reality television, and I said being perceived as someone that I'm not, and then they absolutely nixed me after that.
Sure.
because
She's too aware.
they were trying really hard to paint me as like a pick me, and I was very adverse to that, and I think that's why they didn't pick me. Either way, for that, like I was gonna have to live in London for 3 months by myself. Yeah.
No, and then you're just in a room.
Yeah, by myself.
That's
like
horrifying.
I could leave. It's like Drag Race. You know, Drag Race they like you go into a hotel and you stay in there. Like and
No,
then
I know, but then they go film the show with other people. But I'm saying like when you
I know, and then when you leave, you go back.
I'm saying
Yeah.
when you film the circle, you stay in your room. You don't leave that room.
I know. Well, they have other rooms, like, but with no cameras. But like, as far as they told me,
I don't know. That's so scary.
like living quarters and all that. I just like I don't, and also I don't really like reality TV. I'll be honest. Like I don't watch reality TV ever unless we're talking about the Great British Baking Show.
sure.
That's different. And for that, I would do anything they asked me to do. But like anything else, no. What about you?
No, I don't care about stuff like
And
that.
I don't like shows where I have to do physical labor. That I have to run.
I think it would be funny if we did The Amazing Race, but I think we would just fight the whole time. Or be
Yeah,
like,
no,
I don't want
I-
it. Or be like,
no.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, they're like, you have to climb that mountain. No, I don't want to. That's why I don't have any interest in stuff like that. And also, too, like, in my opinion, it's really hard when you do reality TV. I feel like it's really hard to not do reality TV after when you come out of it.
Oh, like you just keep doing it?
Yeah, because you get pigeonholed, and I don't want to do that either.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Before I've even really gotten a chance to act. So, yeah, all that being said, no. What about you? No?
Nah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you to our Patreon for your question.
Yes.
This next one's from Sierra. She asked, what is your Chili's order? Mine is always 3 for $10 chips, salsa, steak, medium rare, mashed potatoes, corn on the cob with a Coke.
You get a steak from Chili's? You're crazy. I bet it's rubber.
I love a good triple dipper.
I always got the sliders.
Yeah,
The meal.
I always call them burger bites, but I know that's not what they're called.
It might be.
It's something like that. I mean, I eat there enough. I should know. In my triple dipper, I get 2 of the regular mozzarella sticks. If you're getting those buffalo blasted ones, you're gross.
That's crazy.
So 2 of those, a fuck ton of ranch, and then for the other 2 dippers, I've done the chicken tenders. They're chicken crispers and they're gross. So I do 4 of the sliders.
So just sliders then.
Sliders and 2 mozzarella sticks is what I get.
I like it. She's like, a triple dipper. It's all sliders.
No, but it's a triple dipper. I order it in the triple dipper.
Yeah, I know. But you get all sliders.
Because I used to get 2 sliders.
But you don't get triple things to dip. You get triple sliders.
I get 4 sliders and 2 mozzarella sticks. Because I've tried the chicken crispers are gross.
Why don't you just get the sliders and then order mozzarella sticks on the side?
Because there's too many. It's the amount. You don't get it. But anyways, I tried the egg rolls. They're okay. It's just I just prefer the sliders. So
Yeah, my Chili's order is the sliders meal with the Diet Coke. Avi.
Okay, this next one's from Billy, and she asked, silly question, but what are the contact names you guys have for various ACU members? Obviously, only if y'all are comfortable, but after Donnie Dingleberry, I gotta know. Everyone in my family is with their name except for Donnie. Donnie
Yeah,
is
me
Donnie
too.
Dumps. Everyone has their legal name in my phone.
Me too. Except our mom. Like, my mom and dad are in my phone as mommy and daddy. And then Deison's just Deison in my phone. And then Donnie is Donnie Dingleberry in my phone, but he's Donnie Dumps in your
my
phone.
phone, yeah.
Yeah,
Dumps
so-
in all caps.
Yeah, mine's just Donnie Dingleberry, and it's a picture of him being annoying in a Dick's Sporting Goods. That's his contact photo for me. Everybody, I think, is as their own name, besides Donovan.
Yeah, he's the only one that's on.
Donovan and Billy is a different name in my phone. That was like, it was like a funny inside joke from when we first started dating. And I haven't changed it since. It's been the same ever since. In fact, I tried to change it like a few years ago, and then he saw it and he asked me to change it back because he said he liked the other one
Put
better.
it back.
Yeah, he didn't like being in as his government name in my phone. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't have nicknames for like anyone. Even our friends, like they're all under the same name.
Everyone's legal names in my phone.
Yeah. Now group chat names, that's different.
And that
that
I will not be
we
sharing.
cannot tell you.
Yeah. All right, this next one's from Ari. She asked, so I'm going to pick 2 different people who ask like a question for you, and then one is for me.
Okay.
So this one from Ari is for you. She said, I finally got your book and I'm so excited to read it.
Period.
What was it like meeting Beyonce, and what is your favorite Beyonce song?
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna have to do with the book. What was it like meeting Beyonce? Unbelievable. And I'm being so serious. Like, even sometimes when I think about it now, I still feel like it wasn't real. Only because she's the one. She's the one for me. Like, the one. The only one that has ever, like, made me nervous. And, like, I was, like, genuinely trying to think of what I was going to say. So, and, like, I felt truly starstruck meeting her. So she is the only person I've ever met in this industry that made me feel that way. It was honestly really nice in the environment we were in. Like, everybody was so nice and everybody was so like generous and like kind and patient. Like nobody was like go go go, which is like how I thought it was gonna be, and it would make sense because it's fucking
You also
Beyonce.
didn't know you were gonna meet her.
No, I
so-
had no clue, and I'm glad I didn't, because I don't know what I would have done if I did know. And I was violently hungover the day I met her. Not when I met her, but like the day I met her, I was really hungover almost the entire day. And then I sobered up real quick after I got ready and everything, and I picked Brittany up. And even when we were heading there, she kept saying, "You don't think we're gonna meet her, right?" And I go, "I don't think so, dude." And I said, "I think she'll be there, but I don't think, you know what I mean, we're gonna meet her." And then we saw her, and then both of us shit our pants, and then we got to meet her, and that was just, it was crazy. But
Didn't you say it was at the same place that the Knicks event was?
yes,
That's crazy.
and the Cuts one that we went to
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
All of it. It was like in the exact
That's
exact same
crazy.
environment. Yeah. But meeting her was beautiful and amazing and unforgettable. I'll carry that memory with me forever. I think also I'm really glad I got to meet her with Brittany. We talk about that often, like that we're really grateful that we were both there at the same time.
Yeah.
Just because she loves Beyonce as much as I do. And then also like having a bestie there in that moment was imperative, because they were strictly no plus ones. Like none of us could bring anybody. And then what was the other question? What my favorite song is?
Mhm.
I could never pick just one, but I'll tell you some off the top of my head that are my favorites of hers. Resentment. Yes. What else? Before I Let Go, but specifically the
live homecoming.
live
version.
homecoming version. Sandcastles. There's a million more.
Yeah.
But
all
those are the
different
ones,
types.
my favorite ones off the top of my head. Oh, Dance for You.
Mhm.
I know all of that choreography. Fun fact. Taught myself in my freshman year dorm for no reason other than I'm just a big fan. Me being 18 and doing that. Yeah. Truly bucket list. Check. Got to meet her.
I love that. That's it's almost been a year. I think you met her in February last
I
year.
did, yeah.
And then the question for me, this one's from Morgan. She said, "Who is your WNBA starting five of crushes?" I haven't been locked in enough, so I don't have any crushes right now in the WNBA, but I am re-locked into Unrivaled. So I'm just gonna tell you my favorite 5 players to watch besides like Asia. So Asia Wilson, she's not in Unrivaled.
You don't have any crushes?
No, I have no crushes right now. I'm starting from ground zero.
Dang.
I know. So my favorite players to watch, I'll just change your question. So Asia Wilson, I love to watch. Alyssa Thomas, if you want to start watching women's basketball, just watch her. She's amazing. Kalia Copper is one of my other favorite players to watch. I also really like Kayla McBride. And then I'm trying to think of, I'll throw Alyssa Peely in there. I like Natasha Cloud. I like BG.
Enrique?
Oh my God, yeah. Arike Ogunbowale, Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray. I like all those girls. Basically, everyone's playing Unrivaled right now. Those are my favorite players to watch. But ones that aren't playing, but they're doing other leagues, I love Sid Colson. She's one of my favorite players to watch too. That's all I can think of off the top of my little brain. But
Nice.
that feels solid. Okay, this one's from Julissa, and she said, "If you two were Sunny Angels, what would your silly little hats be?" I'd want to be a kiwi or like a strawberry or something like that, like a little fruit.
Are they always fruit?
No, they give you whatever you want. Well, not whatever you want. I'll tell you whether or not you can do that.
I'll decide.
Or I'd want to be one of the birthday ones. I really like those.
I'd be a
too.
pineapple.
Yeah.
Pineapple head.
The fruit ones are the cutest to me. I love them. So I'd want to be a fruit.
I believe you.
Yeah. This next one's from KP. She said, "Have you guys ever wanted to switch lives with each other?" No.
No.
The thought of having I'm not even thinking of having like how hard it is to be you. That's one thing. I'm thinking of like having to be with a man. It sounds horrible to me. I just
That's what you're thinking about?
Yeah.
Okay, what about me before the man?
No, it's hard being you. It's hard being me too. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
That's why you're.
But I'm
yours
used to
is-
my hard.
You're me too. Pick your hard. Choose your hard. I've chosen. Yeah, no, same. I wouldn't want that. First of all, I don't think I would do well as a short person. I think I would really hate
I think
being
I would
short.
be scared of being tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would hate being short. That's one. The larger one is just like I could never. I could never withstand the shit that goes in your brain.
No, I know. It's horrible.
You couldn't withstand mine in a different way,
Yeah.
but like yours is like, yeah, no, I'm good.
It's funny because I think being you would help me, but I don't want to.
I think being me would stress you the fuck out. Like
In a different way, huh?
yeah,
Well, yeah. 'Cause
that's why I said I
to
think
pick your heart.
yeah, there's pros and cons to both. I just think we prefer our own pros and cons.
Yeah, because I'm used to it. Yeah. Well, as used to it as I am, I'm still like dying every day.
Well, and I also think though too that like wanting to switch lives with each other would insinuate that we're envious of each other in some way, which I don't think we are.
No.
Not in that way.
No, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, like we're happy to see each other thrive, but we're not so invested in it to the point where we're like, man, I wish I could be you.
Yeah.
There's actually no one on this planet that I would want to switch lives with, I don't think.
Same.
No one that I'm like, damn, that looks awesome. Like,
maybe like
never...
one of my cats. Like maybe I.
Oh, if we're talking inanimate or animals, yeah. I would switch places with my dogs in a fucking heartbeat.
Like every time I look at my cats, I'm like, God, they don't have to deal with anything.
That's how I feel about my dogs.
Yeah.
They're so like every day is the best day. You know what I'm saying? I fucking wish.
Yeah.
Like every day when both of them come out of the crate, it's literally like, wow. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
I'm eating a beautiful meal and my favorite people are here.
Yeah.
And it's us. Like
what more could you ask
what
for?
more could a guy want?
I
Like
feel
that's
that.
how it feels. That's different. I would absolutely do that.
This next one's from Hope Ann, and she had 2 questions. So the first one is, what is your go-to cry song? And what is your go-to hype song?
Ooh. My go-to cry song?
I posted about this on my Instagram story, but I heard a clip of Mirrorball by Taylor Swift on TikTok, and I couldn't stop crying. So Mirrorball, The Archer, I don't know what that song by Taylor Swift makes me cry every single time. What's another one? Medicine by Daughter, that one makes me cry every single time I hear that song.
Well, while we're talking about it, Cough Syrup's another one. Because I thought that's what you were talking about the last time.
Oh, by Young the Giant?
Yeah.
That's funny. For your cry
honestly, the Hosier's cover of that Arctic Monkey song.
Oh, I Want to Know.
Do I Want to Know?
Or, yeah. I don't know the name of it, clearly.
Do I Want to Know? Is it Do I Want to Know? Yeah. I think
Do
it
You
is.
Want to Know?
I don't fucking know. It's on his album.
He just put it out because it's going viral. Do I Want to Know?
Yeah.
Because it's going viral right now.
It is Do I Want to Know, huh?
Yeah.
Period. That song does make me cry. And here's what I will say. I found that Arctic Monkey song years ago. We all did, like most of us. And by most of us, I mean young women. If you were on Tumblr, you absolutely saw that song all over Tumblr. And I remember when I found it in like 2014, I was like, I'm a lyrics heavy person, so I loved the lyrics. So I was like, oh, I want to look up the song. So I go and look up the song, and I didn't like it. Like I didn't like the arrangement at all. And I was like,
Oh, like you don't like the original?
No.
Yeah.
And that's relax. That's just not my vibe for a song like that. But Hosier's cover of it, that's what I thought it was going to sound like.
Sure.
And that one I was like,
yeah.
When I found that one. So yeah, that one makes me cry. And then what's the opposite question? It's hype song. Right now, Nueva Yol from Babooni. That one goes crazy. I showed it to Billy and he goes, this song's actually really good. I was like, I know. It's like,
well, yeah.
Oh, are you looking up Orange Soda?
No, it's Trademark USA. That's one of my favorite.
That's a
hype
great
songs.
one. Trademark USA. Orange Soda by Baby Keem is a good one. You know which one I listened to recently that I forgot about because I saw a TikTok on it and I was like, I gotta bring this back in my rotation.
There's another one on the Black and White album. I'm gonna remember. It might be. Oh, it's Invented It. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
And Honest, I like that one too. What?
Yeah, I like Honest too. It's Plain Jane by A$AP Ferg. You do know that song.
No, I'm saying. What
Oh,
more,
yeah.
yeah. What more is there to say?
Yeah, it's like
I mean, even Shaba by.
Hamdulillah.
Yeah.
Check in with me. Yeah, that's a great one. What's the Meg's Piano?
Megan's Piano.
Megan's Piano.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That whole freestyle album
Yeah, that whole freestyle album
is
is
really
a
good.
good one.
I'm very excited to see her at Coachella this year. That's gonna be crazy.
Wait. There was another one that I've been listening to. It's on her newest album.
A hype song.
I think it's one with. I think it's with Flo Milli. Hold on, team. Hold on.
The way I don't know any
On
hype
Megan
songs.
Act 2. Oh yeah, Rock Steady. That's a good one. With Flo Milli.
Oh, cute.
Bigger in Texas is a great one. Just all the hype songs, y'all.
Just
all
like
of them.
All of them.
Just all of them, really. Also, the song, this is a kind of an older one, but Money by Cardi B. It's a great one. And, of course, Hold On by the Jonas Brothers.
Nothing to say about that one.
It's a great hype song.
Okay, this is gonna be actually the last one we do. This one's from Elizabeth, and she said, "When was the last time you guys had a poop accident?" Never. Knock on wood. I've never shit my pants. Knock on wood.
Me either.
So,
I hate that you called it that.
a poop accident.
Yeah, that's all I've been thinking about since you've said
That's
that
what she
word.
wrote, and then in parentheses she wrote poop accident, and it makes me laugh that you put yes, you're comfortable with us using your name in this one. That's crazy, but that's what Elizabeth would like to know.
Yeah, no, I've never pooped my pants.
Knock on wood.
If I do, you'll never hear about
Yeah.
it. You will never know.
I'm not telling you that.
will-
That's crazy.
Just a little bit of poop. Only if it's a little, I'll tell you. But if it's a little,
if it's a hint, then sure, I'll tell you. But
only a little.
yeah. Okay.
Poop is still poop. Poop at the end
At
of
the
the
end of the
day
day, is still
is
always
still
gonna
poop,
be poop.
and always will be poop. Yeah. What I was gonna say something else, but I can't. Oh, the other thing I was gonna say was that when Katya was on my show, we talked
I
about
remember
shitting
that.
ourselves.
She didn't believe
And I
that
told
you've
her,
never-
yeah, I told her I've never shit my pants, and then she was like, okay, liar. And I was like, I'm
not
not
even
lying.
when I'm sick.
No, I told her, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not lying. I've never done that
yeah.
ever in my life. I've peed a little bit in my pants when I'm laughing really hard,
Sure.
but even then I didn't like actually piss myself. I just peed a tiny bit. Just a little.
Well, it's just a little bit of pee.
A little bit of pee. So you see how different it is when you're like, it's just a little bit of pee. And then you're like, haha, that's funny. And then when someone's it's just a little bit of poop. You're like, what are you talking about? Like the way you immediately get angry.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
different. For
Okay.
sure.
Well, that's a lesson for them.
Anyways, that's gonna be it for this week's episode of Two Idiot Girls.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you're in Vancouver, come see us at our live show. All
Please.
the information will be in the description box below.
Woo.
Make sure you buy Drew's book,
Mm-hmm.
and then make sure you sign up for the Patreon because we have stuff that goes up there. I think almost every single day.
Also, my book may or may not be being re-released in a different format.
Fun.
Maybe it starts with paper. Who knows? And maybe there's extra shit in there.
Who knows?
Who knows? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.
We love you. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.